everyone. Today's session is very important. We are going to start with for loop. So I'm going to open my basic.exe over here, and we are going to start right from scratch using for loop. Let's start with a very simple program in which we have to print all 10 natural numbers from 1 to 10 using for loop. So I'm going to write here new auto, and in 10 line number I am going to write for I is equal to 1 to 10. What does it mean? See, 1 to 10 means I loop is going to increase its value one by one from 1 till 10. For I is equal to 1, presently the value of I is 1, so it will move inside in 20 line number, and I am writing a print I. The present value of I is 1, so it will be printed as 1. Then comes next I, or I can just write next also. Automatically the value of I will increase and it will become 2. It will go back to 4, increase the value of I and become 2. Again it will go to 20 line number and print I, which is the present value as 20. Again next will move back to 10 line number and I will become 3. Then print I is going to print 3, and then so on. So let's see how it works. It's giving me all the first 10 natural numbers. That means the value of next is very, very important. If you skip next statement, it will not go back to for loop, and for loop will never increment its value little by little. So it is very necessary that every for should be followed by a next statement, right? So what did I tell you? 10 for I is equal to 1 to 10 means you want to print all the first 10 natural numbers. Print I is going to print the present value of I, which is 1. Next is going to increment the value of I and become 2 when it reaches to line number 10 again. I becomes 2, it will come inside, and print I, it is going to print 2. Then next again will force the loop to go back to 10 line number so that I becomes 3. Moving inside line number 20, it will print 3, and so on. Now if the same program is given that we have to print first 20 even numbers from these natural numbers, only even numbers have to be printed. So let's see how do we do. New auto, and here I am running the loop for I is equal to 2 to 20, but I will have to write here step 2. Print I next. And what is this step 2? See, as I told you in the previous program, when I is moving inside line number 20, the present value of I over here is 2. So 2 will be printed. With the help of next, again it will go back to the 10 line number. It will read what is written in the step 2. In the step value is 2. So 2 plus 2 will become 4. If you are not writing anything as a step or something else, it will automatically increment one by one. So after 2, only 1 will be added to it and it will become 3. But in this program, our question is saying to print all the even numbers. So step 2 will do what? It will add this 2 number to the previous value of I, 2, so that it becomes 4. And then with print I, it is going to print 4. Then again step 2 will increment. Step 2 will become how much? 6. 6 will be printed when it moves to line number 20. So let's see. Now if we run this program, we are getting all the even numbers from 2 to 20. Now let's see how to print the odd numbers also. Auto. For odd numbers, now I think you people must be getting an idea that 1 to 20 and step 2. Why I am starting with 1? Because naturally the odd number starts with 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So the present value of I is 1, and with print I, 1 will be printed. Next will increment. Next we'll move back to 10 line number, where step 2 is going to add 2 to the previous value of I, which was 1. So 1 plus 2 will become how much? 3. So print I is going to print 3. Again it will go back to line number 10 because of line number 30 which is containing next. So I, which was 3, 3 plus 2 will become 5, and so on. So Control C, I'll break it and we'll run it, and we are getting all the first 20 odd numbers. Now you suppose a question is given that we are going to enter a number which the user is going to give, and then we want its table, like 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Suppose 2 is given by the user. If 3 is given, then 3 ones are 3, and so on. So let's see how do we do this program. New, auto, first of all we'll input a number. For I is equal to 1 to 10. Print n into I. You can do, I'll do this program in two ways. First of all, look at this, n into I. Next, what is n into I? N, suppose user has given you as 5 and present value of I is 1. So 5 into 1 will print 5. Next will increment the value of I by 2. Or 1 plus 1 will become 2. Now it will move inside, so print n into I will give us what? 5 into 2, 10, and so on. So let's see how it runs. Question mark is asking me a number. I am giving here 7, and I am getting the entire table of 7, but it is not a proper table. If I want a proper table, so let's look at the other way of doing this program. Look at this, what I am writing on 20 line number. Print where I am printing n, the present value of n, whatever user is given, like 7 or 8 or whatever. Then after comma, inverted commas is going to print multiplication sign, that will be printed as it is on the screen. Then comma ke baad I am printing I, which is the present value of I is 1 or 2 or whatever it becomes. After comma I am writing is equal to, so that it also is printed on the screen. And then after comma, n into I. Then comes next. So now if I run this program, if I give here 6, the entire table of 6 will be printed. Now if you see, there is a lot of space in this program. I can do only one thing, and that is, if I write here 30 and I list this program, 30 line number is over. Now let me add a 30 line number. 30 print n semicolon. If you do not require a whole lot of space, you need only a very simple space, or at least you can say negligible space, so semicolon will help you in that. Into I will not put a comma, colon, okay, semicolon. After that I am going to print here I, and then is equal to now is equal to, then n into I. Now let's list this program. So let's run this program, and if I give you a 6, now it's okay. If I put semicolons in between, it will not give a whole lot of space, because here comma means leaving so much of gap in between, and that doesn't look good. So while printing, we'll write here n semicolon, then multiplication, then after that I, then semicolon, then equal to, then semicolon, then n into I. Right? One more program we'll see, and that is to enter a limit, and we have to print a square of the natural numbers like 1, 4, 9. 1 ka square is 1, 2 ka square is 4, 3 ka square is 9, and so on. So first of all, we'll have to enter a limit. New auto. We'll input a limit from the user. So for I is equal to 1 to n, and we'll print I caret 2, and we'll put a comma or a semicolon is best, and then next. What I have done, I caret 2, caret is for the symbol of power, so I to the power 2 will give me the square of I, or you can even write simply I into I if you want, and then with next it will go on incrementing. So if I run this program, I give a limit as 10. I'm getting all the numbers in squares. 1 ka square, 2 ka square, 9 ka square, 16 ka square, all in one line, because I had put a semicolon after print. So all those series will be printed in one line. Right? So I think this much is clear to you people. And if you have understood it, you can press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Yes, before I quit from this video, I would like to suggest you people some hints also. Suppose the program that you have seen initially, like printing first and natural numbers, if a reverse of that is given, that from 10 to 1 you have to print it, then in that case, let me show you a simple way of doing. You will be writing for I is equal to 10 to 1, step minus 1. Okay, so what will happen, and you are going to print I, and then next I, what will happen? Presently the value of I is 10, so first of all 10 will be printed, minus 1 will decrement the value of 10 and it will become 9. So again after 10, 9 will be printed, then minus 1 will again decrement it and it will become 8, and so on. Right? Because these questions I am going to give you in your class sessions. I just gave you a hint so that you people may not get confused. And I think this is helpful for other students also. Thank you.